Jordan, I know we talked about it, like just how this season's gone for you and what's worked out as well as it has, and obviously it's got a lot to do with team and how well the lineup's doing overall. But just in terms of just what you've been able to do different, what's changed for you? What's made you a better hitter this year?
First and foremost, I've gotten in the weight room. You probably can't tell, but I'm a lot stronger than I have been. And secondly, just confidence. I think mentally, over the past 2 years, I've completely transformed, and just I finally completely trust my skills and myself for the first time in my career. So I just think both of those combined have really set me up for some good success.
Let's start in the mental part of that. What clicked over, I guess, for you? I mean, how did you feel like when you got here that you weren't trusting yourself, basically? And
Yeah.
how long did it take you? What I guess kind of, change things for you, I guess, confidence-wise?
Right. Well, my freshman year, I don't know if you know this, but you can ask Nick, Nick, and Stewie. I had a great fall my freshman year, and I was excited. I thought my freshman year was going to go a whole lot differently, and I just don't think I'd ever failed in baseball.
Yeah.
So handling failure my freshman year was a new thing for me.
Right.
And then I went summer ball, and I started off slow there. And then halfway through my freshman summer ball in Alaska, something clicked. And I stopped worrying about mechanics. I stopped worrying about this, that, and the other, what could go wrong. And I just started worrying about having fun playing the game.
Right.
And that's when stuff started to really change for me. So I just stop thinking, trusting myself, and knowing that I have the ability to be here and just have fun playing the game has really helped me turn the corner.
What I guess just we always hear about, especially when guys go to the minor leagues, that's kind of the first time they deal with failure. Basically, you just got to get used to that because that's baseball. Is just sort of what it is. What can you tell me about just that period? Basically, what was not working for you at the time, and how did that kind of get up in your head?
Right. Well, I played multiple sports in high school, so
Right.
I didn't. Though I got invited, I didn't get the chance to go to all the big showcases and face
Right.
all the big power arms and all that kind of stuff. So when I got to college, facing all these big power arms, like 90, 95 miles an hour, that was new for me.
Right.
And I had never really consistently faced that before. So when I started facing that, and it didn't go my way at first, and I started getting like pinch hits and not playing as much as I wanted, I just think I was young, and I had such a false ego that I was just going
Right.
to come in here and step in here and be a superstar, which wasn't the case at all. I just think that I had to get over that immaturity in a way, and I
Right.
just think being able to deal with that failure and climb my way out of it has really helped me be able to handle any success that I've had recently.
I was going to say, do you feel like you've got a stronger foundation because you've been down there?
Most definitely. Like I said, knowing that I've been at the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Has really helped me stay grounded and know that this is a weird game, and in any
Right.
moment it could all go back to being bad, I guess, in my freshman year. So, yeah, it's really helped me throughout the line mentally stay focused.
It seemed like last year there was also a point for you where you started really driving the ball a lot better. I mean, obviously it seemed like you weren't necessarily getting consistent at bats until maybe midway point of last year. What kind of did you kind of feel a transition there as well, I guess, once you started getting in the lineup every day?
Most definitely. I've always been the type of guy, for whatever reason, to get off the slow starts or need a week or two of consistent playing time to really do my thing. And I'm hoping to change that. But, yeah, last year I really felt ready to play every day. And I really felt like I had the skill sets to play every day. But you can't control some things, and stuff didn't work out that way.
Right.
Looking back on it, couldn't be more thankful. And, yeah, halfway through the season, my swing in BP and my swing in games really, really started to feel great. And I started to really drive the baseball and help the team win. And I just really think using that consistency for summer ball and the fall and coming into the season, I expected to do well this season. And I worked for it. And, yeah, the turning point for me at school here was last year in the middle of the season.
What you talked about just putting weight on the weight room basically. Obviously, you can tell just the distance you're driving the ball. It's obviously just going a lot further. How much just time did you kind of put in? Basically, what did you sort of focus on, and how much stronger are you? I guess if you can quantify it in any way.
Right. Well, I couldn't give you numbers, but my main reason to go in the weight room was just so I could be healthy for 55 games. That was my main goal. And with that, I was in the weight room this fall, and I came back for summer school in July, and even over Christmas break, I was in the weight room 4 or 5 times a week doing our trainers lifts, which are great. And I really felt that I really got my legs a lot stronger. My legs I've never really been I never really enjoyed doing leg work. But
Right.
I started to enjoy doing leg work and pushing myself to the limit as far as lower body, because that's where your foundation is.
Right.
And as far as upper body, I've always been big on doing forearms, and I feel like my upper body, I didn't get tight, but I definitely gained some strength. And I feel
Right.
like my main goal was to get healthy, and I think I put enough weight on my body, enough muscle, like more muscle mass, and I lost a little bit of fat too. So I think just being in great shape, starting to eat right, starting to finally eat healthy, has really made my body feel better. And when I started to feel better, I started to feel stronger too. It's funny how that works. So
Yeah. At what point can you tell in this season, if there was an at bat or whatever, that you were different as a hitter, as a player?
Well, I had a lot of home runs in high school.
Right.
And I didn't hit any of my first 2 years here.
Yeah.
So I never even honestly knew if I was ever going to hit any here. Because you can't try to do that. But I noticed in the fall that my BP was a lot different. I would kind of miss hit balls and they would leave the yard. And that's the first time in my career that's ever happened.
Yeah.
And in Arizona this year, when I hit my first college home run, it felt so easy and it clicked. And I didn't even mean to do it. And when I did that, I was like, the hard work I have is there. And now you've done it, and now you know what it feels like, so now we just repeat it. And so I guess the bat in Arizona, when I hit that ball pretty good, that really started to make it flow for me.
I was going to say, just sort of everything after that has been kind of one thing rolling after another.
Right.
Is that kind of how it's felt?
Yeah, like you said, like the first 2 weeks of the season, I got off to what you call a slow start, and like you guys like asked me about it, but
So you had like 12 RBI on 5 hits or something like
right,
that.
yeah. I don't know. I felt like from the first game of the season in Memphis, I was consistently putting the ball in play hard. And it wasn't falling for me at first. And I could have gotten a little frustrated, but, with the coaches I have and the reinforcement I have with the teammates, I just felt like this year my main goal is to help the team win, and still is. And when the guys in front of me are doing what they're doing to get on base for me, and I'm coming up to bat with such a great opportunity, it's made it really easy on me to have success. And I think driving those runs in is a product of the way they're getting on base consistently, and it's really helped me.
Right.